interference is a real concern that can affect our first responder communications. How do we deploy mitigation strategies for first responders without huge cost involvement?
If we get an emergency call and we can't talk to each other, that's a big issue for us, and it's a huge safety issue. So anything we can learn, anything we can take back to our agency from this exercise is a plus in my book.
Last year, it was a matter of trying to see on both ends if we could tell when we were being jammed. This year, we thought about, okay, so if you're jammed, now what do you do?
During the JamX 17, we're basically using the lessons learned from the previous exercise to really focus on how the jammers are being used, their effective range, and the impacts they have on the technology. One of the things that we learned was that if you're being jammed on one frequency, you can go to a different frequency.
If you feel like you've lost communications in one area, sometimes if you moved 20 feet, you might regain it.
We're also looking at using physical objects as shielding, specifically small cars, large cars, buildings, and then look at the geometries involved in terms of how to work against these systems that could potentially interfere with systems that first responders are using.
Survival blankets, I guess, is what they're called. They're like a metal blanket, and we thought about trying to cover a device that may be causing interference and seeing if that resolved the problem. We've had some success with that, so that's something we learned this year, that if we wouldn't have been able to come out here, we wouldn't have known.
You have features in the radio that you may not be properly using, such as we have automatic gain control and some of the other features that are built into the radios, but you just have to enable them as part of your programming routine.
Also, we learned the importance of having backup communication plans and making sure the field units know what to do if something like that were to happen.
We have stakeholders from federal, state, local, industry, academia. Having all of us work together clearly allows us to learn from each other and share knowledge. The second piece is that having multiple agencies bring in their multiple systems allows us to test what is the impact to a whole host of systems. We're testing LTE in band 14. We're also doing a number of public safety bands and modes.
I think one of the most important things that we can learn is what to look for, how to defeat that if we can, and how to educate our employees and our operational personnel in the field on what to do in case this does happen in the field.
Just because you lose communications, don't always think that it's going to be something technical. It could be something else. So it's important to open your mind to all possibilities. Don't get tunnel vision.
Technology will come to a point where it's cost effective for our first responders to have spectrum analyzers and early identification devices in their patrol cars and on their fire trucks. But right now, what we really need to teach them is that this is a potential concern. This is very easy, low-cost ways that you can either say, yes, there may be something going on, and if there is something going on, this is a very easy way that we can ensure mission-critical communications are making it back to our dispatch, our command vehicles, and on the incident itself.